Hi guys, hope you're all okay. It's Tim from Actiphons. I'm going to show you a quick and easy fun game that you can do outside with your children. Okay, so all we're going to do is you need some cones at the other side of your garden or inside, wherever you are. And we're going to focus on an Arrow Annie game. So Arrow Annie loves being accurate. So a lot of her games is where she has to be really precise in when she's shooting her bow and arrow, or when she's placing things down or picking up her arrow from behind her, putting it in the bow and then shooting it. So we're going to focus on being accurate. So what we've got to do, you need some balls, okay? So I've got a bag full of them here. I've got my cones over there, and if you can see on my cones, they have got some words on there, okay? So we've got some different ones. We've got ask, rat, hat, hot, apple, ant. So we've got all these different words that have a sound in there, because that's what Arrow Annie's sound is. It's a sound. So when we're making that sound, we have our bouncy ones and our stretchy ones, and our sound is a bouncy one. So when we're doing this game, what you've got to do, you've got to get one of your balls, okay? So you're going to get one of your balls, and you've got to get your children to run to the different words that have a in there. So you can change this however you want. So one way you might do it is you might ask your children just to place the ball on top of the cone that has a at the start of the word, okay? So you'd get your children to run as quick as they can. Then they'd try and find the words that have just a at the start. So if they went for rat, it's rat. So you'd ask them, where's the in rat? It's in the middle, okay? So we don't want to put the ball on that one, okay? What else could we go for? If we went for this one, it says hot. Is there a in hot? So it's hot. So there's no there. So we've got ant. So we'd put our ball on that cone because we've got a at the start. So ant. So we've got the at the start. Then the children would run back, get another ball, and then try and identify another letter, okay? So we're trying to look for the grapheme at the start of the word, okay? So we've got and. So we could put a ball on and, okay? Then we'd run back, okay, and get a ball and try and get the other words. So we're focusing on trying to getting the children to recognise the grapheme. And the grapheme is the sound, okay? So the grapheme is how it looks, okay? So we'd have a for ask as well, so the ball could go on there. You can play it a range of different ways. If you've got more than one child, then you could do it as a race. You could have them with different balls. You could get them to write their name on their ball and see who could get the most, okay? So you could do it racing. You could even ask them to find certain words. So I've got cap there. So you could have a race with your child or the children that you've got and ask them to find the word cap. So then they'd have to run and try and sound out the different words. And then as soon as they can see cap, they'd place it down and they would be the winner. So there's lots and lots of ways you can play these sorts of games where you're identifying the different sounds, but we're focusing on being accurate like Arrow Annie, because she's all about being accurate with whatever she does. So this is great for our hand-eye coordination skills, because we're having to look where the balls are going and we're having to place them on top. If you haven't got cones and balls, don't worry, you can adapt this to whatever you've got at home. So you could cut out some different shapes. You could use cushions if you're inside. You could use shoes, and where they've got to place socks in shoes, and you don't even have to write down the names. You could just do it on whiteboards. You could ask them to sound things out. So it's up to you guys how you want to do it at home. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I shall see you again soon. Keep an eye out, because we'll be posting loads of videos over the weeks so you guys can be fun and active at home. Take care guys, goodbye.